Hey guys, how are you all? Welcome to another video by me, Beyond Astro K, Nikki E, and I am bringing you another video for the 2025 series, and this one is going to be about the North Node entering Pisces, the South Node leaving Virgo. So basically the nodes are changing. It is changing on January the 11th, 2025. Are you guys ready for it? Are you guys happy? It's like we've come through an end of it's like a cycle that's gone backwards. The last time the nodes, if you hear me clicking, guys, it's just me clicking because some of these I've got on my notes for reference, basically. Yeah. So yes, so the last time the nodes were in North Node was in Pisces, South Node Virgo was July the 27th, 1950 to March the 28th, 1952, April the 20th, 1969 to November 1970, December 1987 to May 1989, and June 2006 to December the 18th, 2007. So a lot of you guys who are born between those years are having your North Node return. So it's a big one, it's a major one. Look where Pisces is and Virgo is in your house chart. And yeah, I mean, I've already been through my North Node return and it was shocking, guys. My North Node is Leo, but it's you really come into your own after after a couple of years, but it's yeah it's a big one. So yes, so whenever we have the nodes, this is about like the destinies of fate that's happening for all of us. This is where we need to go, and along the way there are going to be some challenges, there's going to be some greatness, but there's also going to be life changes and life purposes. The South Node is what we need to leave behind. But it's not to say we're going to leave it completely behind. It's just that we need to, there's certain things that we don't need that we need to combine with the North Node and vice versa. So, the last time we had like these eclipse shifts was in 2000 and was it 16 and 17. We had like the North Node was in Virgo, South Node was in Pisces. So, look back, that was like 7 years ago. So look back what happened then, guys. But the last time these nodes were in Pisces was in 18 years ago. So look back because some of these themes can also play out. Bearing in mind in 2006 to 2007, especially 2007, Saturn was in Virgo. Yeah. So it was and also now what's happening, Saturn's in Pisces. So I feel that there might be certain shifts that happen, especially in 2007, will be played out now because of the Saturn oppositions. So yeah, it's a very karmatic time. These two signs are very, very karmatic, guys. They are, for some reason, they're overlooked. They shouldn't be. But I think the fact that it's overlooked, it makes it more powerful, Pisces and Virgos. Um, so what can we're gonna obviously see like certain shifts that's gonna be happening. When the North Node is in, when these nodes are happening, obviously it's in January. The sun will be in Capricorn, so it will like stabilize the energies in a way, not obviously completely, but the fact that the sun is going to be in Pisces 11th house and it will be in Virgo's 5th house, I feel that the energies will be about, friendship, goals, long-term goals, groups, organizations, but also about creativity, children, and also what's the other thing I'm thinking? Yeah, creative projects and fitness, most of the things that Virgos are about anyway, guys, and Pisces. But I feel that these themes will be playing, especially also if you're going to be doing self-employment as well, and also how we look. So the 5th and 11th house are playing out with this. And I think it's very important to, for me personally, wherever there's like a change in like transits or planets, it's really important to see where the sun is, because that's what makes the things a bit more potent and more powerful. So yeah, the 5th and 11th house are being activated. But also another theme with this, like, you know, when the North Node is in Pisces, we are heading towards, guys. Some of the themes that definitely are going to be coming up is about our spirituality, our intuition, and also creativity. It could also be isolation. It's like hidden things as well. But we are, you know, I feel that on the general level for all of us, it's about us tapping in to, you know, creativity, tapping into our intuition. Some of us will obviously be seeking solitude in order to get this, because we are trying to go to the higher vibration. We are going to, I think all of us are going to be feeling very sensitive. The fact that the North Node will be conjuncting Saturn, is it conjuncting Saturn? But yes, the North Node will be conjuncting, is it Saturn, or I think it's going to be Neptune? One of them, I need to look again. It's going to be much more of a powerful time. But yes, so it is a time for us to be tapping into all of these gifts that we all have. I feel that it's going to be a huge, I mean, even looking back 18 years ago, you know, you could see what was obviously the dreadness that happened with this was that, you know, Pluto was going to be entering into Capricorn, but it's not, before it entered, there was, we had that, the crash that happened. And Pisces is not known to be a sign that is about money. It's about, Pisces is a sign that actually tends to lose a lot of money. Money can just disappear. So that might be a theme. It's not going to be about that life, guys, about, you know, having so much dough and, you know, spending on big houses and big cars and worshipping celebrities. It's not going to be about that life. We are leaving that life. Blame Pluto and blame Pluto and Aquarius, guys. This is just the way it is. But I feel that, especially because of the fact the 11th and 5th house are being activated, I feel that in terms of like creativity, and whether it's music, art, painting, drawing, writing, anything like that, and also yeah, all of those things like that, I think they're going to be heightened for everyone. I feel that a lot of us are going to feel that we have that we don't have to ask permission to be about this life. It's like, okay, this is what I feel to do, I'm just going to do it, especially because, you know, Saturn is entering out of Capricorn as well. Saturn is entering out of Pisces. Next year we're going to start seeing a bit more of people coming towards what we should actually be doing, and that's what this North Node is going to be envisioning for us. I feel that a lot of us will find a purpose. I feel a lot of us, some of us will be not wanting to think about earning this amount of money, because we're now seeing that the more you want, the harder you have to work. Basically like killing yourself to earn a buck, and it shouldn't have to be like that. So I do feel a lot of people will be moving towards like meditation, yoga, like spiritual practices, something that can enhance our dreams and goals, but also enhance our imagination. On the other hand, Pisces also does rule hospitals, hospices, social work, counseling. Some of us may move towards that. I feel that will be, Pisces is also a sign that is about mental health. So I do see a lot of that being put forth. Like the fact that Saturn's in Pisces, there's not a lot of help, should I say, in terms of like counseling and people having depression because they've got certain addictions. But I think with this, it's going to be like we're moving towards it. Like, okay, there'll be a lot more help available. They should be, but I believe that they will be as well. Also, I feel that with this, there might be in terms of like when it comes to spiritual work. I feel that with counseling, spiritual work, astrology, all of that might be entwined as well. We could, like, go inside with each other, because it's not about just reading a book to help someone, it's about tapping into their intuition. So I feel a lot more spiritualists, especially from different generations, will be coming forth. I'm not being biased, but I do feel that the Pluto and Sagittarius generation, they may be a bit more at the forefront of this. They may be doing more, like, for instance, I remember I was speaking to my sister and I was saying, I think that the younger generation, when it comes to like them doing physio, they're gonna be putting like the mind, body, and soul connection to it. Like, okay, it's not about what you're eating or what you're doing. It's gonna be like, how are you feeling? How are you? What are you thinking when your leg hurts or when your knee hurts like that? It's gonna be more tapping in, because as we know, the mind, it affects the body. So I feel a lot more of emphasis will be on that. So yeah, a lot of big time for like spiritual growth, guys. A highly emotional time. I also feel people be speaking a lot more about how they're feeling. The fact that Saturn's in Capricorn, Saturn's in Pisces, we're not going to be afraid. It's about letting it all go. It's about embracing that feminine side, exploring our emotions, because it can help. Yeah. So yes, so that's what for me the North Node. When it comes to like the South Node in Virgo, obviously we are releasing, but Virgo does rule. Virgo's very practical sign. It's ruled, the sixth house, very much about work, health. It's very perfectionist. Can be very detail orientated. Um, it can be very controlling. Very logical. But it's very good at planning. It can be very critical, onto the point of it being very discriminatory. Very discriminating. They can overanalyze situations. Oh, before I talk about Virgo, the shadow side of Pisces North Node, guys, is that um yes, of course, even though Saturn's there, we can still see the rise of addictions, drink, drugs, all of that, things that are hidden. So that might be one of the reasons why the mental health aspect needs to be worked on, the hidden deeper realms of ourselves, because that's going to be playing a big part too as well, guys. Yes, so going back to Virgo, so yeah, Virgos are very good. If you need someone to like plan your diary, guys, Virgos are your people. They're very analytical, they're very good. They don't miss a beat, they don't miss, very practical people. But the shadow side of this is that, like I said, it can be very nitpicky, it can be very discriminating, and always finding a problem within a problem, over analyzing, always having the need to control, being perfectionist. Obviously, that's to do with insecurity within itself, because Virgos, they criticize themselves more than they criticize others. So with this, the South Node is about trying to release all these, but also, in order for us to like have that balance, we need a bit of the Virgo in order to, especially if it comes to like addictions, we need to learn to how find a way to control it. We need to also analyze why we feel that we need to have an extra couple of drinks, or whether it's drugs, or whether we need to, it could be addiction to food. And Virgo comes in and says, okay, if you eat that, this is how you're going to feel. You know that you've got like an appointment tomorrow, so why are you overdoing it? Why are you not going to bed early? Why are you doubting yourself that you're not going to get the job? Why don't you just plan? Why don't you set your clothes out? Why don't you like go over your notes? Why don't you feel that it's going to work? That type of thing. So even though we're releasing some of the craziness of Virgos, being, especially when it comes to like, because Virgo, they can be extremely strict when it comes to food. We need that sort of balance of it. So so yeah, so letting go of all like the insecurities and the uncertainties and the over analyzing, over perfectionism, and also we're trying to get in touch with our heart here, guys. you know Excuse me. So that's like the main theme of this. I also see with this also, if especially we're going to Virgo when it comes to like the health and wellness and fitness. Virgos also rules like hospitals. It also rules, because in this country, in this country, the NHS is Virgo, was born under the sign of Virgo. So obviously I feel that that's going to be a big major theme coming up. Um, but I feel that in terms of us, like, uh, getting ourselves, like, obviously we're going to the emotional side of the heightened emotion, but the other side, I do feel that we're going to be, some of us are going to be a bit more, or trying to be a bit more, sort of like strict with our, like, a regime, when it comes to like what we're eating, when it comes to like general routines. So if you're going to be meditating 10 minutes a day, I feel that we're going to be trying to do that. I'm trying to eat a bit more healthy, adding more fruit and vegetables in our diets. When it comes to like working out for Virgos, like things like Pilates, and some of us can be running. But if you combine it with like the Pisces, it's like, joining like running, swimming, Pilates based yoga, all of that, because we're trying to combine these two as well. We're also trying to find balance. So if we are over controlling, over analytical, it's like, okay, I just need to go for a walk. I need to be around the sea. Yeah, I need to just do deep breathing to release all the crazy negativity, how I'm feeling bad about myself, and I'm just being over too much, that type of thing. So yeah, there's a lot to contend with this, guys. But when I looked at the chart of this, the North Node, it does sextile Mercury. Because it's going to be at, oh, another thing I was going to say, yeah, I'll talk about this first. It does sextile Mercury, but it conjuncts Venus, and it also conjuncts Neptune. That's when I saw about it conjuncts Neptune. It does sextile Pluto at early degrees. But these are the major ones conjuncting Venus. So I feel that there's going to be a lot of emphasis on, beauty and art. Like everything I just said, guys, beauty and art, and I feel that there can be a lot more things to do with that. People can be like, even though it's cold in this country, like flowing, a lot of like flowing clothes, and when it comes to like makeup, how people do their hair, even when it comes to like relationship, even of course, what this can also be is us not, is find it hard to be, not in a way quite strict with eating and drinking, and but if we just like try and take that and put it in within like some type of creativity, we can change the world, guys. But I feel that a lot of us will find inner peace if we are being creative, if we are in a lovely relationship, not over romanticizing about this relationship that is actually not working, because there can be a lot of that there. Um, I feel that some of us are going to be trying to feel, we can also feel with this that we're trying to fill a void. So we have to be very mindful of who we surround ourselves with, who we are in relationship with, what is in our way, what we're eating, what we're drinking, because it's very easy to be addicted to things right now, guys. But it also a lot of us can achieve our goals if we try to stay on the straight and narrow. It does conjunct Neptune, which can make us quite indecisive. We can see things that are not real, but we can also, our direction, like spirit, like our energy wise direction actually can be very slack, very poor, very sloth. We could also be daydreaming, imagining things are amazing and they're not. Also we have to again be mindful of who we surround ourselves with, because there can be chances, there can be players, but also this is really great for spirituality, a spiritual practice, meditation practice. It's not going to be easy to make decisions, so it's really good to have someone that is very fixed around us. But yes, but also psychic ability very heightened, guys, very very heightened time for this. A lot of energies with this is in the a lot of energies is in the first house, which has got a lot of Aquarian energy, but also there's a lot of second house action, which is about money. So money and buying, selling, investing. I feel a lot of us can be obviously moving towards that, but also there's gonna be a lot of like things to do with like shared resources, debts, loans, inheritances, tax. Um, this is gonna be playing a major theme for a lot of us guys for the next 18 months until it's in 2026. So yeah, getting like all our ducks in a row is gonna be of major importance for us, or trying to, yeah, it's gonna be of major importance for us. A lot of us could be overspending. A lot of us may not know where the money's going. We may have to pay off certain things. We're like, what? I had no idea. Money can definitely come easily to a lot of us as well, especially through all like our spiritual creativity and our art, all those things as well, guys. So yes, it's I wouldn't say it's not bad, but I wouldn't say it's not great. I'll just say we just need to go with the flow with this because we are dealing with mutable energy, guys. I've got cards, tarot cards for this. The three cards that I've picked out that fell out: King of Wands, Six of Wands, and Knight of Wands. I feel that we are moving. I feel there's a lot of energy of moving momentum that's going on, a lot of shifts happening. I feel that there's some people that will come into power or stay in their power, which is quite strange because Pisces and Virgo is not signs that are like push up themselves in front of people. But I do feel that there's going to be a lot more emphasis on pushing, moving, momentum. We are also letting go as well. So these cards are saying it. I feel that there's things that some of us need to say. We are not going to be afraid to say or even show it. They feel like this card is saying it's a bit like a bravery that's coming forth for some of us. And yeah, I feel that these cards are also saying that if it's time to move in the direction we're supposed to move in, just try and go for it, because we're in like the second, we're in like half of the decade, guys, and now's not really the time to play. The first 4 years have not been that great. Some of it has, but some of it's not been that great. Let's be honest. So these cards are showing like it's like go time. You will get support, but you have to stand in your truth. Speak your truth. Not try not to be afraid. Um, be try and be as honest and try and be we have to try and be as honest and try and be as clear as we can. It also saying that there's going to be things that are going to be, if we try to hide things, they will come out in some shape or form. They will come out. So try to be as honest as you can, because Pisces is not, the shadow side is not honest. Let's be honest, it's not. Even Virgo, they cannot be very, remember, they're slippery people. So yeah, these cards are very much honest cards, moving cards. The fact that it's wands are fire, so there's gonna be a lot of emphasis again on moving the body, moving, getting, try and be as fit and healthy as we can. The Knight of Swords is about like our mindset as well, but we are, some of us are gonna be feeling very brave, and we should be. Some of us could be speaking out of turn, acting out of turn. Some of us could also be just moving too fast and not thinking before we speak. So just try and, you know, although there's a lot of movement that's happening mentally, emotionally, physically, even like in our love life, in our relationship, guys, in work wise, I feel that some of you who are during this transit, if you are waiting for things, they can come. If you're dreaming of things, they can come, but it's also best to dream, but also do as well. These cards are definitely saying about not just think and dream. Oh, I wish, I wish. You have to put the work in, but work with your energy. I've always gone with that, guys. Try and work with my energy. If I don't feel like to do anything, I won't do it. It's just, there's no point in pushing. So even though there's a lot of moving, work with your energy, because we can easily burn out mentally, physically, and emotionally. Again, when it comes to like our relationships as well, business or personal, there's going to be lots of shifts happening, lots of changing. Don't be surprised if it might be because of Pluto's in Aquarius, but don't be surprised if you start seeing, what's the word? There's a bit more care at work. It's going to be a thing anyway, because Pluto's the sixth house to Pluto in Aquarius is Cancer, so I think there'll be a lot more. But also, there's going to be lots of changes at work, lots of quick, fast communication, and even like from the high to the bottom, loads of changes happening, guys. Loads. Some of you could be promoted very quickly. Some of you could be demoted very quickly. It really does depend. But some of you are going to be very, very protected under this transit. Very, very protected. If you weren't protected, if you didn't feel it, it's going to be happening now. Okay. We have to just try and remember, just try and be as honest and do the work that we can. Okay. So yeah, these cards are very, very powerful. I love the fact that there's movement happening. I love the fact that we are trying to stand in our truth. And yeah, it's going to be a very busy time. So guys, that is my 2 cents worth about the North in Pisces and South Node in Virgo. So let's now get to the signs, okay? Hey Aries, how are you? So Aries, even though there's eclipses that are coming into your sign, that's the last one. The nodes, has moved from your sign. So I think you're probably thinking, finally. Some of you might be thinking, oh, but the move it's moved out your sign. It's into your 12th and 6th houses. So this is a house. It's like a Pisces and Virgo house. It's like everything I said. Try and listen to it in the beginning, Aries, because you're going to be experiencing this. You are moving into, again, trying to be it's that downtime, not trying to race ahead, do this and do that. That was in 2003, 2004. Now it's time to rest, relax. I feel, again, this is about releasing, this is about forgiving, this is about doing things behind the scenes, this is about sleep, this is about rest. Some of you, Aries, you might have risen when the nodes were in your sign into a job position, your relationship changed, physically your body changed. But now it's time that some of you may be looking back and thinking, I actually no longer need this in my life. I actually want to change. I want to work from home. I want to be around my family. I want to not work in this fast-paced life anymore. I actually want to try and take care of myself physically. I thought I was, but now it's like, I've not done so great. So your spirituality is calling forth, it's tapping in, it's showing you, Aries, that again, it's go time. But it's also a time because it conjuncts Neptune, and it also conjunct Neptune is in your 12th as well. So I think even if you did try and push yourself now, Aries, it's just not going to be like that. It's like, I've been through 6th and 12th house myself, and you can't you have to really trust the energies of this, Aries. It's not about trying to go too hard or too fast. There are things that you can do behind the scenes, before the nodes go into your 11th house. There are things that you can do, but it's time to just try and relax. Yes, I feel some of you will be busy, but you have to be mindful that you're not over exerting or overestimating yourself now. Yes, some of you could definitely leave a job, you could leave a relationship. Some of you could decide that you want to just overhaul your lifestyle, overhaul your home, or you may want to move somewhere quiet as well. So go with what's going to be feeling. There is a time that some of you will be investing in yourself spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. um it's not as busy as you want it to be, but I think some of you will actually be very happy about that. The card you got is a Hierophant card, and the Hierophant card is a Taurus card. It's about you slowing down. It's about you again, if you, this card is also saying again, like if you try to push or force something, it's not going to work out the way. You have to try and connect, try and ground yourself. You know, the Hierophant card is a Pope card, so some of you may be going back to church, some of you may be seeking solace, some of you may be, I feel that some of you actually may be going back to church, or you know, getting really much in touch with that spiritual side, spiritual aspect of yourself. And take your time in things. Take your time. You know, if you don't feel like to do put in too much today, don't. It's not going to be easy, but don't. Don't be afraid to. This card is also saying, don't be afraid to not be around certain people or themes and places. You know, you might even find that being around church or being around spiritual people that, you know, you can actually think more clearly. So yeah, listen to your intuition because it will guide you very well. And not say don't worry about work. I think definitely work will take care of itself. But yeah, a lot of releasing Taurus, Aries. Hey Taurus, how are you? So Taurus, this North Node is in your 11th and your 5th house. So Taurus, you know, it conjuncts Venus, which you're ruled by. So you may feel it's very big. So you're going to be, I think obviously you guys are going to be, Saturn's in your this house as well. So I feel that a lot of you are going to be, obviously moving into certain groups and organizations. You know, I feel a lot of friendships can be made. With Saturn being here, you guys are not, you know, there's a lot of friendships that are not really working out. So a lot of you are moving towards certain people. They could be older or just a bit more wiser. And a North Node is giving you that sort of leeway in order to create like your destiny in who is going to be in your life and who's not going to be in your life. And, you know, some of the friends that you meet, I feel that I have a feeling, maybe because Saturn's there, that there's going to be certain people that come back into your life. They could be definitely from 30 years ago or 18 years ago. So look out for that Taurus because this seems very karmatic. So I feel that there's gonna be friends 18 to 30 years ago that's gonna come back into your life, and they may stay or they may just come back and you may have a conversation and you may not see them again. The conversation may be about forgiveness. The conversation may be about, it could be anything, but I feel that there's going to be a conversation that happens. But also, I feel that this is the time that you're going to try to have a bit more fun within your friends. You know, even though South Node's in your 5th house about releasing, I feel that some of you will be releasing some type of creativity, but try not to be obsessed with it. You know, you may be being around a group or doing humanitarianism work, doing protests, things like that, but you may become obsessed with it. You may be wanting to be like the lead, which is very rare, but some of you may want to take over and just, we have to do this, we have to do this at a certain time, we have to make sure that, this type of creative project is out this time. And you may be beating down certain people in order for it to be perfect. This can be, if you've got children as well, you may push them to be very like creative, and you may find that this is a time to have fun, but this is a time to be around certain people that are like sort of like the same mindset as you. But the South Node in your 5th as well, for some of you, will be bringing out a project. It's actually a great time. But it's also a time that you guys are going to be working on your goals within a group. And again, 18 to 30 years is coming up. If something you were supposed to do then, you're going to be doing it now. The card you got is a Page of Pentacles. So you're going to be starting something fresh, something new. This, obviously, because you're a money sign, I feel that if you did something, especially 18 years ago, it didn't make any money, I feel that it can now. But it's obviously going to be within a group setting. Or it could be a case of someone knows this one, someone knows that one. I feel if some of you want to do any like acting or being a artist in any shape or form, I feel that the opportunity will come. Just try not to be I do feel there's gonna be nerves along the way, like you may feel that, oh, I shouldn't be, why me, type of thing, I'm not that great, or no, why is you. I feel some of you Tauruses are gonna be shining under this. Yeah, a lot of you will be shining under this, because it's that time. It really is that time, and I feel that again you're going to be getting a lot of support along the way. So bring that creative project out, Taurus. Yes, you're going to have insecurities about it, but bring it out. Bring it out into that group. If you're seeking to be around certain people as well, I feel that they can come into your life too. So, but it does feel very much a karmatic time. Very karmatic time, Taurus. Very busy time. And I feel a lot of you are going to be very grateful for this because of the nodes that have been your 6 and 12 not been that great. So, yeah, enjoy the ride, Taurus. Hello, Gemini. So, Gemini, this North node is in your 10th, South node in your 4th. Oh, Saturn's here as well. I think it's so karmatic because of Saturn. For all the mutable signs, I forgot to say about the mutable signs. Those of you who are gonna be at the last degrees, you're gonna be feeling this, and it means squared and opposed. So you Gemini, Pisces, of course, Virgo, and are gonna be feeling this, and Sagittarius. So yeah, this is squaring you, but also because the fact that you got Saturn in your 10th and you got Neptune in your 10th, I feel a lot of you Geminis, again, a lot of you are going to be at the forefront of things. You know, the North Node is showing you where your career lies, what type of career you want to do, where your destiny lies. So some of you Geminis could be going definitely into that artistic route. A lot of Gemini, especially if you're a celebrity, people are going to be seeing you. Yeah. But yeah, so this is the time to be showing what you got. You know, some of you are going to be releasing certain projects. You're going to be in the public eye. And, you know, you could be gurus. You could be artists. You know, definitely fame abode. But obviously home is, you know, if you're in a relationship, married, or and you got kids, you know, it also could be very, very much a busy time too. So I feel obviously some of you may struggle with that sort of like work and life balance. I'm picking up some Geminis during this time will try and be very, maybe chaotic, a bit, you know, try not to be, there might be some chaos at home. There might be some, you trying to control things at home. I'm picking up like some of you got like partners at home with the kids, and you're trying to dictate what they should be doing with the kids, and but you're trying to concentrate on your career, so it just might be too much. So, you know, if your partner is happy being at home doing like taking care of things, just leave them to it, because I think if you interfere, it's just going to cause too much drama and arguments, and you may just concentrate so much on your career that any type of thing to do with at home, you just don't want to deal with it, you know, which is not good for you anyway. Obviously, you are releasing stuff from the 4th house. Don't mean that you're moving away from home. It's just that I think that some of you may be moving to a new house or a new home or a new city. So you have to, in order to like, especially when it comes to like earnings and money, I feel you will be concentrating on your career in order to secure your home. Your status is definitely changing. I think also when it comes to like home and lineage and legacy, I think some of you definitely will be trying to create that through being, you know, with this 10th house action. You're going to be very diligent, very, again, I can see chaos, but I can see you being very busy, and some of your partners may be very happy about that. Get out, don't be at home. Or some of your partners may not be happy, but I think communication definitely is key. If you're trying to create like a long lasting legacy for yourself, you know, communication definitely is key. What can also come with this is just being very mindful, because when we're in when you're the 10th house can also be a house of shame. So if you're doing anything dodgy, especially with Neptune being there, if you're doing something to do with the media, know what you're talking about. Don't spread lies or try and deceive anyone, because it will fall on you. You'll be basically fall on your sword. But yes, but this is the time that definitely your status will change, and it could change for the better, as long as you're just being truthful and honest. Having that, showing that communication as well. I do see a lot of Geminis moving. You could be moving, some of you could be moving to show business, some of you could be moving home, some of you could be getting married, having kids, some of you may not want that as well. Remember, the fourth house about releasing. Some of you may decide that you don't want to have that sort of like family life, so you just want to be single for now. Not saying you're going to leave your family, but some of you may decide, I don't want it for now, so I just want to just concentrate on this. Especially the conjunction to Neptune, some of you could also be very definitely changes in career. You could be very feeling like this is not really like the career for me, so I want to change it. Definitely working for yourself as well, but going to those sort of themes of like creative work, artistic work, spiritual work, doing things that can help people will really be beneficial for you. The card that you have is the Queen of Pentacles. So again, a lot of you will be making dough. Yeah. Whenever we see the Queen of Pentacles, this is about dough. But also, I think that a lot of you, well, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, tapping in to that divine feminine. I feel that a lot of you, I think that especially if you are doing like the work that you should be doing, you're going to get a lot of, not about fame, but I think a lot of people, that even people that you're not really, that never even envisioned, they can just come into your life and they can just really enhance you in some shape or form. They can really enhance you in some way, Geminis. So really try and stay true to yourself. The Queen of Pentacles has also shown me that some of you may be embodying the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, maybe embodying that sort of like energy and going forth as well, Gemini. I think obviously a lot of you are feeling very ambitious. You do want change. Change is there. But also, money, I feel that in terms of like money is obviously, I think that a lot of you, when you do make, however you make your money, it can be long lasting, but there could be, try not to overspend. I'm picking up, try not to overspend, try not to show off, try not to, because I feel that a lot of you will be helping others as well, not just spiritually, emotionally, or I feel that some of you will be, you'll be in a position to be helping others as well. So yes, but try to tap in, try to stay as grounded as you can, because it's not going to be very easy, but try and stay grounded. But also remember, you're going to be one of the stars of this. Stay true. Okay. Hey Cancer, how are you? So Cancer, welcome to this North Node, which you're going to benefit from, especially if you're like late degrees Cancer and Capricorn. So Cancer, this is in your ninth house, especially with Saturn there and Neptune, and you're releasing stuff with Virgo from your third. I feel this is a very nice one for you, Cancers, because a lot of you, especially I was going to ask you, how's Saturn doing? How's Saturn doing in your ninth? Because, when it comes to like your belief system, how's it going? Are you feeling restrictive? Are you feeling free? Are you feeling like you can't really express your beliefs? How's writing going? How's, if you, anything to do with like law and order, how's that going? Might, obviously there's a restriction there, but this North Node is showing you, Cancers, where you need to go. Some of you may decide that you actually want to be that guru, that mentor. Some of you definitely may go back to college, go back to doing anything to do with law. Some of you may decide that you want to bring out a book. I think if you are going to be doing anything to do with like publishing and that, now's the time to start it. Saturn being here is probably, a lot of you may be feeling that you're feeling feeling quite restricted, that you can't do it all. But you can, but it's just, there's a lot of work that you have to do. But because the fact that this conjuncts Neptune, it might be a lot of like tried and tested that's going on. Um, and also with this conjunction to Venus, it is showing you that the creative juices will be flowing for you. A lot of you, I feel that if you want to learn like a new language, because you're releasing stuff from your third house. Okay, so again, I feel that some of you will be doing a lot more. Yes, you can be doing writing, but I think you can be doing studying. If you want to learn a new language, instead of like thinking about, oh, you're going to be doing it. Okay. Of course, a lot of you can overanalyze, because this Virgo can make a lot of you just, think I got so much to do. This is the time to plan. This is a really time to plan. Um, like set goals each day, like each month. Okay, this is what I'm going to be doing. This is what I'm going to be doing. You know, it's a very busy time, Cancers, and it's a very exciting time. Very, very exciting time, because we've got Jupiter that's going into your first house again. And Jupiter, is about all of these things that I'm talking about. So I feel that we're going to see a lot of Cancers coming out of the woodwork, showing their stuff, what they've learned. If you're thinking of learning, especially learning a new language, I feel that you'll definitely be making some headway. It's not going to be like any short courses, it's going to be like long-term courses. Of course, some of you can think you can take all this on, but then you find out, you're mentally burning yourself out. The conjunction to Mercury, conjunction to Neptune can do this. So take time to do prayer, meditation, physical fitness. I feel will definitely help you guys, because you can find with this energy that you could be mentally burn your mind out. Okay, with always overthinking, overdoing this, overdoing that, and there's a lot of this energy can put a lot of um mental insecurity on you. Like, if you're doing this, but why am I doing this? How should I do this? And it's good in a way, but it can also make you feel that it can just make things just a little bit too much for you, and you'll end up not doing anything. So even though the South Node is about releasing the third house, it can also help you too. Okay, the card you got is a Nine of Cups. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. This is a card of wish fulfillment. Um, the fact that you're in the ninth house, yeah, North Node in the ninth house, is also another thing, Cancers. A lot of friends, people from faraway places can come into your life as well. So you won't be around people that are just like casual friends. It'll be like friends that are gonna be beneficial to each other some way. Different creed, different cultures. I think they'll definitely come into your life now. Sorry, yeah. So I feel that the ninth house is very much a manifestation house. So writing down your manifestations, Cancers, very important these next 18 months. Um, the third house will actually help with this, like writing and saying what you want, saying what you believe in. Very beneficial, Cancers. Try and do this. And yeah, very exciting time. Very, very much exciting time. Again, Cancers, you're a sign that doesn't work too fast, which is good, but pace yourself and take your time. Also, doing anything on like social media as well, very beneficial. Okay. Hey Leos, how are you? So Leos, this North and South Node in Pisces and Virgo is in your 8th and 2nd houses. So Leos, what this shows me, when Saturn's been in this house of you, I don't know how it's been, but this North Node actually may provide you a bit of relief. It could provide you with gaining some money through shared resources. Could be from your partner. Some of you could get it through government. Could be from loans. Could be from an inheritance. You know, these things are possible. And, you know, this 8th house is about releasing, because it's the 12th house Pisces. So this might be a start of some of you Leos to release any like internal issues that you may have. It definitely could be concerning about your, you know, your money, or lack of having money. Time to be truthful, Leos. Time to do some inner work, emotional work. You may, again, energy wise, may be ebbing and flowing, may not be there. This is a very emotional time. So yes, I do see some of you Leos starting to do some inner work through, could be through astrology, or it could be through doing therapy. Could that be having therapy sessions, deep transformative sessions? You could be having, you could even be doing it with yourself. Okay, because with this conjunction to Neptune and Venus, you know, Venus, I feel that's one reason why I feel that Venus will help you, because it could provide certain resources coming your way. You could be actually feeling very generous as well. With the South Node in your 2nd house, it's not about you, it's not saying you can't be earning your money or anything, Leo, through your own means. It just means that, you know, you may be feeling, because a lot of you are very independent, so you're thinking, I can do it by myself. But it's just time to sort of see that, you know, if help is there, you know, accept it. Don't feel bad about it. You know, don't feel bad about, again, like I said, some of you may be feeling bad that you ain't got enough. Saturn's there, innit? So yeah, you might be thinking, oh, I need to do this because I need to earn this amount and that amount. And 2nd house is about, you know, self-esteem. It's about, you know, what you're consuming, whether it's food. So I feel I can actually see some of you actually doing some gardening work, you know, probably selling the garden, selling it as well. You know, you guys definitely, I do see some of you definitely trying to draw, make like a certain income for yourself. But don't, like, again, like I said, don't feel too bad that you have to do it by yourself, that you're getting help, because help is good, Leo. Help is really good. The card you got is the 4 of Pentacles, and it's just saying what I mean. You know, the 4 of Pentacles actually is a Capricorn card, and it's very much sort of like stuck in our own ways of thinking. You could be feeling trapped. You know, this is Pentacles is about money, so you could be feeling trapped by money in some way, and it's no surprising because Saturn's in your 8th house, so things are not coming easily. You could be feeling trapped in, I know, like I said, don't feel try to control things. Like if you're in a relationship, like, oh, your money's going here. Why is this doing it? How come this is overspending? Da, da, da. Try not to feel too trapped in that sort of like mindset, and try not to feel that there's not enough coming, because I think for everyone, all the signs, you know, resources will be coming. Some of it will be slow, some of it will be fast. But yeah, Leos, if some of you are very like the extravagant Leos, you know, it's not that kind of party. I will say it is about sort of biding, spending, but also biding your time. So any like inner deep feelings that you're feeling, Leos, it's time to transform it, because this is very much a transformative time for you. Okay. Hey Virgos, how are you? So Virgos, you're gonna be feeling this big time, big time. This is this is in your 7th house. Yeah, these north and south nodes, and 7th and 1st house for you. Now, you got the conjunction to Venus. Venus rules your 9th house, and you know, because it's about relationships. Again, I feel that a lot of you will probably be building like a business with your partner, do some like deep partnership work. Some of you could change your relationships now, change it into you being single to being coupled up, or you know, because this is the time of destiny, so you might even meet your destiny partner. Well, some of you also could be wanting to just, you know, chill and be by yourself, because there's a lot you need to sort out. Again, I'm going to mention Saturn for everyone. Saturn's in your 7th house. Yeah, and This is like go time. This is like being honest time. And with this North Node, I feel like it's going to be showing you where your destiny actually lies. The fact that Venus, it conjuncts Venus in your seventh, and the fact that Venus rules your ninth, you guys are very much are about learning, like, yes, higher learning, but learning about yourself, how you are in a relationship, whether it's business or personal. Again, those can change. Like, you can definitely go into like a business partnership. You can definitely go into a partnership with your partner. You could, of course, you know, money can come as well. Physically, I feel you're going to be changing, like changing what you're eating, you know, your diet, your wellness, your fitness, but your mindset as well is changing. One thing I would say, Virgo, is look back what happened 18 years ago and see what happened then. I felt then that some of you did probably have relationship issues, whether it was with friends, family, partners. Some of you ended a relationship, some of you started a relationship, some of you got married, some of you, you know, started a family. And this could happen again. Or this could, you know, you could meet that partner you met 18 years ago and that could happen. Or you may end something that happened 18 years ago because it's just not working, you know. And it could be to do with, like money wasn't flowing, or, you know, some of you, what you or your partner weren't taking things seriously. So yeah, it's like it feels like crunch time. You know, you are, when it says releasing something from your first, you're releasing like the old you. You're shedding the old skin. You're no longer that person before. You're a different person now. So try and embrace it. You know, the card that you got is the Three of Wands. So you are moving into a different era, a new corner of your life. I feel that if you are going to be coupled up, it's time to just be honest with what you want from a relationship, whether you want a family, whether you know, if you're having a, even if it's a business relationship, like things have to be split 50-50. You're not taking this, I'm not taking that. Contracts have to be sorted out as well. And yeah, this card is saying that, you know, yes, you do have decisions, but there's a lot of movement, a lot of momentum. I feel a lot of communication that's going to be happening. You could be a bit more mouthy as well. The conjunction to Neptune with this is like there's something that's not, you're not seeing something, and it's not because you're blinded to it. It's just that there's something that is very much up in the air that will come to the fore now. So don't be surprised, Virgos, if you do see people from your past, especially 18 years ago. Don't be surprised if you bump into like old friends and old colleagues, and but I do feel it's like people you've had like a relationship with. Uh but yeah, the ships are sailing differently now, Virgos, and I feel that a lot of you will be feeling different. You know, you and Pisces are going to feel this the most, so don't be surprised if you start really transforming all areas of your life, because now's that time. And, you know, next 18 years later, it's going to be happening again. So I think that this is the time now, Virgos. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want, say what you want. Don't be also another thing, if you do come into any form of like windfalls as well, don't be afraid, don't be shamed. You know, obviously we don't want people taking advantage of us, but, you know, spend some time, spend on yourself, invest in yourself. Okay. You know, some of you may want to invest too much in your partner or your family, but you have to invest in yourself too, you know, because you're building a whole new structure, and this North Node is going to show that. Hello, Libra, how are you? So Libra, this North Node in Pisces is in your 6th house. South Node is in your 12th house. Like Aries, this is about your health, wellness, spirituality, things you're doing behind the scenes. You know, you got Saturn in the 6th. So a lot of you are probably taking your work and your health very seriously now, because things are coming up that you need to pay attention to. And this North Node, the area of destiny, is showing you that. I think if you're not taking areas of your life seriously, i.e., like if you're stuck in like an employment, because the sixth house is about where you're working as well. So I think that there's gonna be questions that come up for you to think about where you're working. Are you happy there? Are you just coasting? What needs to change in your life? Lots of questions. So this sixth house is ruled by Virgo anyway. This North Node can also bring up some anxieties about the past, about the future. Some of you could get a pet. Some of you can definitely move. Some of you could change your job, because if you know anything about what happened 18 years ago, there was lots of job losses. Some of you may decide, not necessarily job losses, but some of you may decide, you know what, I want something different. I want to change. I want to like work part-time instead of full-time. I want to do flexi time. Flexi time is a thing now. It's not something that is fleeting. It's going to be a thing. So some of you are going to definitely see changes within your career. Some of you may decide you want to work in the hospitality sector. You may want to do like spiritual work. You may want to work doing holistic work. Some of you may decide to retrain in being, I don't know, a dietitian, working with crystals, working with essential oils. If you were very resistant to that, it's like, you know what, I might just do that. I might just go there. Changing what you're eating as well. Like, you may be guided, not you may, you will be guided to really look at what you're eating, what you're consuming, who you're surrounding yourself in. This is the time to be changing up like your fitness regime as well. Whether it's, if you're like high intensity, you might start doing low intensity, like swimming, Pilates, yoga, them thing there. So yeah, but it's about being diligent. It's not like doing it just a bit. It's trying to do it now. You know, no changes. Obviously, there's gonna be changes, but you're gonna be a bit more diligent now. With the South Node in your 12th house, you are asked. You are being released. If you feel like shackled in any way, Libra, it's time to release it. It's time to talk about things. It's really time to communicate. You don't want to be living in the past in any way, Libra. It's about, moving towards the future, but in a healthy way. These nodes are about your health and wellness, but also your spiritual health as well. So if you got any like things that are hindering your progress in any way, ask be released it. There's, the north and south nodes are not about leaving one behind. It's about trying to combine the two together. And you are a sign that is about balance. So I think that some of you will be drawn to like the spiritual aspect of things. You will be drawn to speaking about things that are uncomfortable. You will be looking at what I'm addicted to, and what is, if I'm trying to better myself in any shape or form, what is blocking my progress. Some of you may want to be alone. Some of you may feel, I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but some of you could actually feel quite down and depressed during this transit, because it's not easy energies. But when that does happen, sometimes it's because we are purging. We are purging something that is quite toxic in some way. So, it's also, don't be surprised if some of you Librans are not working so hard like you used to, because jobs are changing. So even spiritually wise, you might be feeling like, I don't want to be doing this anymore. This rat race is just too much. You got the 10 of Swords, which, all what I'm saying, guys, is it can feel like a harsh time. It can feel like, you're trying to move forward and nothing's really happening. So try and rest and relax as much as you can. If any like negativity starts pouring out, it's really great to like try and write it down, speak to someone, because every time I see the Ten of Swords, it feels like someone's stabbing you in the back, but it's mostly, it's you know, a lot of it can be detrimental to us. So, you know, I'm not saying it's not going to be easy, it's not going to be hard, it's just that you just have to try and find that balance, because when we're purging, it's not easy. You know, there's a time of purge, the time of releasing, it's the time of taking those swords out of your back and actually facing them. So there's a lot of work to be done during this transit. Hey Scorpio, how are you? So Scorpio, you're going to be feeling this, you're going to be benefiting from this. You know, I feel like some of you are benefiting because, you know, Saturn is in your fifth house. So it could be restricting some things in your way, but with this fifth and 11th house action going on, you are being guided. This is about being guided. You are being guided, Scorpios, into doing the work of creativity. This is a time where some of you may decide that, you know, you actually want to, you know, have fun. Some of you could have children as well, but obviously the main thing is very much about creativity, working for yourself. Some of you getting into, like, this is the time to be getting into fitness, taking care. You know, when the nodes were in like Scorpio and Libra, it's a 6th and 12th house. Some of you were doing the work. Some of you were actually working out. You know, some of you did change your job. Some of you did, you know, leave certain employment. Some of you actually want to be alone. Some of you had to work in your issues. But now it's like sort of like fun time. So like go out, it's time to go out there and have fun, being around people that are, you know, your type of people. There could be spiritualists, there could be herbalists, that type of thing, but it's also about creativity. So Scorpions, you know, some of you may decide you want to be an artist, you want to do acting, you want to work on the stage, you want to, you know, it could be doing theatre work, you could be doing film work, you could be doing poetry. You're being guided to do this. A time to be working on type of physical fitness, doing weights. Some of you could be doing yoga as well. A lot of you may be doing a lot of this on your own because it's an independent house. So you may want to be doing a lot of this on your own, finding your own joy, finding your own pleasure. You know, with the 11th house being activated as well, it's time that, you know, you're going to be seeing there's certain people that are not for you. And you have to, it's moving away from them because they're not helping you. They are not helping you. Okay, they may be trying to hinder you somewhere. Oh, you can't do that, Scorpio. You can't do that. It's like, yeah, I can. You know, your goals and dreams are changing. So if there's certain people that's in your life that are not affiliating with like your goals and dreams, they're hindering you, they're sort of blocking you. You know, it's time to be around people that are fun, energetic, you know, that are playful. Even if some of you do have kids as well, the energies could be a bit more lighter. You won't be like a Debbie Downer on them, or even a Daddy Downer on them. You know, I feel that a lot of you will be putting a lot of, not pressure, but like putting a lot of energies into helping your kids with their creativity. Some of you also could be changing how you dress in. I will say, Scorpion, some people may not be liking the changes that you got. They may not be enjoying the changes, like certain friends or even groups or associations that you're with, you know, especially if you're the head of it, or if you're like in charge, they're seeing a side to you that they may not like. And that's when like serious conversations need to be had. You know, it's like, you know, I'm changing, I'm different now. So if you don't like it, maybe we need to talk about where this friendship is going. So yeah, it's a fun time, Scorpio, because the card that you have is a star card. So you are shining bright. This is a positive time, Scorpio. I'm not saying don't look on the dark side of things because that's just you. But I will say that, you know, there's not going to be a lot of push towards that. I'll say there's a lot more push towards that shining light. Remember, it's a Leo house, so go to that light. You know, again, it feels like things will come easy to some of you. It feels like things you'll be beneficial in any way. Obviously, you have to put the work in, which you always do. But, you know, Scorpios, don't be afraid to be leaving certain people behind, because sometimes people just want us to stay the way we are. And I feel you're going to find this too, that people just want you to be, you know, they want to depend on you, or they want you to do things the way they view things. You know, like if even if you're doing like humanitarianism work, and they may not be down with that. They maybe think you may want to start doing it with someone else, and they think, yeah, but it's not really going to work with them because it's best with us, and it can feel very possessive. It can, but with this, you got a conjunction with Venus and you got a conjunction with Neptune, so your creativity is going to be out there. Venus rules your seventh house, so you're going to be doing things with like different partners. Now it could be with your partner, but it could also be with people that are just bright and shiny. I do think a lot of you can make a lot of businesses as well. So if you are thinking of doing anything online, especially if it's writing, painting, or drawing, anything like that, if you're looking to like build a business, I feel that this will work. It definitely will work if it's with someone as well, or a group of people. But yeah, don't it's not about being afraid to be alone. It's about being it's about not being afraid to go your own way, because certain people are not going to be benefiting us. But that's what this star card is saying, is like, things are better now. Okay. Hey Saggy, how are you? So Sagittarius, you, like all the mutable signs, are really going to feel this. This north and south node is in your 4th and 10th houses. So Sagittarius, because you are co-ruled, or you're ruled by Jupiter, but Pisces co-ruled by you, I feel that you're going to feel like this sort of innate feeling of, because this is about your 4th house and your 10th. This is going to be to do with like family, home, lineage, the past, parents, especially your mum, but roots as well. And a lot of you Sagittarius are going to be, yes, some of you are going to be going through some things. The 4th house is about where we are laid to rest. So if you know what I mean. But in general, it's a lot of it's about past feelings and thoughts, and it's a heavy house. It's heavy emotional house. So I feel that a lot of you are going to be laying certain feelings and thoughts to rest, and it's you're being guided. Even look back 18 years ago. How was things for you? What was home like? What was family like? Did you start a family, or was there any drama with family? Was there investments maybe? Did you move home between the 18 years and now? I feel that a lot of things happen for a lot of you Sagittariuses, and Saturn's in your 4th, so I feel that you're knowing what's going on, but because of the restrictions there, this North Node is going to be sort of this open leadway, this open gateway. So I feel that what you can say spirit or my feeling is telling me that it's time to come home, Sagittarius. A lot of you are working very hard, and sorry, a lot of you are working very hard, but also a lot of you are, I think a lot of you are actually willing to do the work. This is a time to be around family, people that you consider family, spending time with family, cooking, eating. A lot of you may actually I feel that some of you will be moving with this north. I feel like some of you are like really, it's like you're dying to move. Like, I'm fed up of this. I need to move somewhere quiet. I want to move somewhere different. Could be to do with neighbors. I feel that some of you, will be very lucky to come into some type of investment. So you will be investing more in the home, spending more time with family. Even family from like far away, you could be hearing from. Your career, especially with the conjunction with Neptune and uh, Venus. Venus also rules your 8th house. So, there could be money coming through a source, through like a family that could be like long distance family. But I feel that some of you can be lucky under this transit. Some of you may decide that you no longer, because the 10th house is about your career, you may no longer want to work in a big corporation, big company. You may want to work from home. You investing in family is like having like maybe doing like a family business. Because this squares you, there can be some drama. So you can come up, not necessarily stumbling blocks, but it's about, things, I feel like things will be very busy within like the home and family, especially if some of you have a new addition. It'll be very, very busy. Remember, this is from 2025 to 2026. It's going to be a long transit, about 18 months. So in that time, a lot can happen. But a lot of you, if you were feeling very ambitious before, especially the North Node being in your fifth house, a lot of you may be letting go of all of that ambition and um, wanting like a slower pace of life. Um, some of you actually may even get promoted, or people may want to pay you more, and you're like, if you may, some of you Sagittarius may have like, I'll do it, but if I can do it from home, type of thing. And the boss is like, nah. It's like, okay, then forget it then. it's I feel it's that type of thing. Or some of you may be asked to do more work, and you're finding that you're just working to survive, and you're not happy. So you may just let it go. Yes, under this, a career, your social status can change, but I feel that it may change for the better, but it's not without its drama, Saggies. Yeah. But yeah, it feels like home life will be busy again, especially if you've got a new addition, or if you are moving, or if you are could be moving to like your old home that you were in when you were young, or you could be moving just, could be closer to family, or you and your partner might decide that you want to. But again, with moving comes with stress and chaos. Some of you could be moving many times, but I feel that a lot of you are being guided to make home, and also with the conjunction to Neptune, it can make some of you feel a bit lost, like you don't feel like, these people are your family, or, there may be like a sense of loss, and may a sense of not feeling at home. But with the conjunction to Venus, it's like, it's time to invest in it. I feel that some of you may even be eating more. Nothing wrong in that, because I love to eat myself. But you may be eating more, but I feel that the eating is mostly to do with feeling satisfied, because some of you may even be cooking more. Even like your partner might decide that they're working and you're staying at home, so you're taking more care of the kids. You're letting like certain goals go. It's not about that life. You just want to be home and, taking care of stuff, and it's actually a beautiful thing, but it's not to say that you can't let your career go completely. It's just saying that it's not the most important at this moment. The most important thing is being around, and also not I'm picking up, also not forgetting about your past. Your past is going to come up big time, Sagittarius, and it's time to, it could be, you could be talking to like your parents, and your mum might reveal something that you didn't know about yourself or about her, and it just digs up a lot of emotions. But it's not going to be in a harsh way. It's like you just really want to be interested in more. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be hearing certain stuff about family too. But yeah, it can be actually a beautiful time now. It's going to be very busy though. It can be very chaotic. But yeah. So the card that you got, Sag, is a long one, sorry, is you have the Knight of Pentacles. And again, we got a money card. And whenever we see knights, it's about messages, so again, like what I said, sometimes I look at the card, before I look at the card, certain things that I said already, the card is saying. So I feel that a lot of you will be investing with, if you're not investing like in the UK, for instance, you might be investing in property or land abroad. You might definitely want like a different pace of life. A lot of you again might even come into money because of the conjunction to Venus. So you might want to be investing in something long term for your family, but also, if, of course, for yourself. But I think a lot of you are thinking about family. If you've got kids as well, you're going to be investing in their future. Some of you may even be lucky to invest, gain capital, gain money. So you could be buying and selling, some of you could be remortgaging, all of that could be happening. But a lot of conversations that's happening, yes, it's to do with money, but I feel that it's going to be a very fruitful time for a lot of you. Okay. Hey Capricorns, how are you? So Capricorn, this North and South node is in your third and ninth houses. Again, I'm going to bring up Saturn because I have to for all the signs, because this is in the same houses, but there's more restriction. So I feel for a lot of you Capricorns, because you're ruled by Saturn as well anyway. How's that going for you? How's that going? I feel that some of you actually, cause with this North Node, you're being guided. Where your destiny lies is to get on that train of, doing social media work, saying what you feel, saying what you think. Okay, not being afraid. Look, again, I say to all the signs, look back 18 years ago. What happened? What did you do? Did you start like a blog 18 years ago? Because in the 2000s, should I say, sorry, was blogging was actually booming. So some of you may have started that. Some of you may have decided to like do like short courses. Look back, because now's the time that some of these things may come back that you may want to do. I know Saturn's restricting you, like in terms of like your speech, and you maybe find it hard to like be motivated to be creative, even though the creativity's there, all of that's there. But I feel that it's like a sort of second time for a lot of you to like get going. So you're being asked and guided to go where your feelings are going. That your intuition is very much heightened, Capricorn. So if you feel that you need to say something, get it out there. Now's that time. If you've been thinking, oh, you know what, even though I'm working, I would love to like do a little side thing. The word actually gets on my nerves, side hustle. I know, but it's been played out. But yeah, some of you may even decide that you want to really get on that, blogging, or working in some type of journalism. You may decide that you want to do independent journalist work yourself, because you're seeing what's going on in the world and you want to take your 2 cents worth. You see like the suffering going on. Um, some of you definitely may. I can see a lot of Sagittarius cautiously, should we say, like dipping their toes into like the world of blogging, journalism, writing. This is a great time for you to write, doing like a short course, because you may have wanted to do it in the past, but now's that time to do it. You've got the conjunction to Venus, which is, Venus rules your fifth house. So this is a time to very much be creative. It rules your fifth and 10th house. So I feel that if you are wanting to change careers now, this, look at your creativity. Look how, tap into what you're good at, basically. Um, this is about, a lot of the third house is very much about short courses. And so, with the ninth house, the ninth house is like, you're, you're going to let go of old, like outdated belief systems and go with how you're feeling, even though things can be distorted because of the conjunction to Neptune. But, this is a very fruitful time. A lot of you can make headway. Some of you also may like get into like the spiritual aspects of things, like your intuition is heightened, so you're thinking and feeling about what next. So it's that time, Capricorn. And with the ninth house also being activated, You know, it's not about doing the whole long thing. You go because you know, again, like I said, a lot of things are being shown to you. So old things are being out are going to be going. Life has is about beliefs and law, and you know, I feel that if some of you are wanting to work in those fields, like especially publishing and that, you may now think, you know what, it's not really for me. You know, you may decide also it's a time to be doing short distance traveling. Again, your things in your neighborhood can change. So you may want to be traveling, you know, not too far away. Some of you may not even want to, but you know, if you're thinking of it, like no, just like do something short. You know, just do look around your area. But yeah, I think that there's gonna be changes within like neighborhoods. Some of you can be making a lot of friends with people that are close to you. Um, yes, you could be learning like courses and new languages and you know, but some of these things are like for your, you know, it's about thinking and listening to your intuition at this time. The card that you have is the Eight of Cups. So, you know, yes, a lot of you are going to be working hard. This is an emotional time. You'll be working hard. But, you know, don't forget to tap in and look about what needs to stay and actually what needs to go. You know, really tap in, Capricorns, because a lot of you can make something new for yourself, especially now. You and I'm speaking about this, Pluto will be in your second house. So it's about, you know, your finances are going to be changing, and it's not a time that a lot of you are going to be staying in the same old tried and tested. You're going to be, you know, working, a lot of you working for yourself, gaining different money for yourself. So it's a different time. So there's a lot of, you know, your expansions are going to be very different for you now, but it's also a very busy, fruitful time. Hey Aquarius, how are you? So Aquarius, this North in Node and South Node in Virgo is in your second and eighth house. So again, I say Capricorn, Saturn, you know, because you know you're co-ruled by that. How's that going for you? How's your money situation? How's your belief system? You know, how's your self-esteem going? You know, how's your eating habits going? All of that, because you know you're now being guided to. Again, I feel that money's going to flow for a lot of people differently because of the conjunction to Neptune. The conjunction to Neptune, obviously, but also the conjunction to Venus. Venus rules your fourth, and it also rules your ninth house. So I say fruitful a lot because I do feel, although some people are going to be benefiting more than others, I feel with you Aquarius, this is a time that, you know, whenever the second house is activated, I always feel stuck for some reason, you know. But yeah, this is a time of like investments, you know, but investments from what you are doing, what you're about. And it could be definitely investments from some spiritual work or work that is from, you know, any groups or organization, even could be from family. But I feel that a lot of you, I think you're learning a lot of lessons from Saturn. So I think that you're looking at money very differently. So with this North Node in your second house is like, you know, looking at how you're spending your money, who you're spending your money on, what you're investing in. And some of you Aquarians, unfortunately, this is not about relying on anyone else, whether it's through the government. Obviously, it's not saying you can't. It's just saying that if you've tried all avenues, there's nothing wrong in doing it. You know, not begging, but like borrowing, or you know, it could be loans. But I think maybe because Saturn's in your second, it's like showing you like to be more mature when it comes to like your finances in general. I feel that your self-esteem is going to be very different now. It's going to be boosted, but it's going to be boosted in a different way. North Node in the second house, especially with Pisces being there, is like, you know, when we're spending money, we are helping others. So I feel that some of you will be getting help, but you're going to be helping yourself. And it's gonna definitely go across the board, especially when it comes to what you're investing in. I feel that if some of you were thinking of like doing like a vegetable patch, or it can be very fruitful, it can be very beneficial, it can be um what's the word my friend said before, very lucrative at this time. But you are doing it, and everyone else is benefiting, not just about your benefiting. you know Another thing that I feel that some of you who have got any like debts or loans and that, is now's the time to pay it off. The conjunction to Neptune, it can make things quite distorted. Like, I think I've got a debt, but I'm not really sure. Really look at it. This is a time to really look at like any taxes, tax bills, or really look at things, because I feel that some of you who do get into debt now, it's like you're going to have debt for the next 18 years. So be very mindful, especially because Pluto is in your sign, Pluto being the, the karma thing. So just be very mindful. But yeah, I feel that a lot of you are, like emotional, there's like an emotional intelligence when it comes to like your money situation happening. The card that you have is the Two of Pentacles. Lots of Pentacles cards, guys. So the Two of Pentacles reverse, it can seem that some of you are definitely like in two minds about things. I think on one hand, it's like, I want to spend my money, invest my money in this. But on the other hand, I know that I need to do this. Some of you can be quite confused during this North Node transit. Again, listen to your intuition, because you guys are very, very psychic. Or even better, get someone who is like, I don't know, like a lawyer or who deals with money. They can help you, because I feel that decisions will be coming your way. And I feel some of you actually are very grateful that you're not relying on people. I feel some of you are actually very grateful that you can actually do it alone. Especially some of you are students. It's like, I can do this alone. I can do this. I can, I don't need any help from anyone. Again, a bit like Leo. Like, Leos are gonna be gaining support from people, but some of you may be happy you're not getting any support from anyone. So yeah, I'm just like, I feel that a lot of you might have to bide your time. Try not to rush into anything, especially when it comes to signing any contracts. Read the small print, but it's such a big time for a lot of you Aquarians. Hello, my Pisces. Yes, it's a long video, because it has to be, because you're the star of the show. So Pisces, this North Node is in your sign. Okay, not only is it in your sign, you've got Saturn. Yeah, you got Saturn that's in your sign. Okay, so it's a big, big time for a lot of you Pisces to, again, a lot of you are getting your ducks in a row. It's in your first and seventh houses. So yeah, you're looking out for number one here. Your Saturn's in your sign is making you look out for number one. I will not be surprised if a lot of you have changed, transformed yourself, changed jobs, started a family. Some of you, your family's probably grown up, they've left home, so you're doing things for yourself. Some of you starting new courses, starting new jobs, changed up your appearance. Some of you maybe even more serious. With this North Node, you're being guided to go even further and not forget the lessons you're learning from Saturn. You got this conjunction in Neptune. Yeah, it's powerful. It's powerful for everyone, but it's very powerful for you, because you're ruled by Neptune. Pisces, I would say during this next 18 months, look back 18 years ago and see what happened. It may have been a very busy time, very busy. I feel that a lot of you made friends, started new jobs, all what I said above. I feel like this one's very different, because you are now, because Saturn's in your sign, Neptune's in your sign, and you guys are going to be very, I feel that the ones that are like, it's basically if a lot of you are doing the work, the actual work, there's going to be a lot of gains to be made. It's a very psychic time because of the Neptune here, but I feel also some of the psychic ability could be some of the psychic thing could also be like, could be quite distorted. So you may be envisioning and thinking it's real, and it's like, yeah, it's real, but it's actually not. Be mindful of addictions, I will say. Be mindful of who you surround yourself with. Be mindful of anything that's harmful to your body, or because your body can actually feel very sensitive. Again, I feel some of you who want to transform yourself physically, emotionally, mentally, this is a great time to be doing it. I feel you're going to get a lot of support to do it. It can be quite drastic. It can be quite quick for some of you. It's like you're envisioning how you want to look, how you want to change your hair, what type of job you want, type of creativity you want to work on. And it sort of, and it just happens. So some of you could be very shocked. But again, be mindful who you are with, because they can veer you off course. They could show you, nah, it's not going to work. And you, oh, yeah, right, they're right. And if you know, you don't do anything. Try and stick and listen to your intuition. Again, like I said about addictions because of Neptune. This also can put a lot of you in a spotlight in a not so great way. Be mindful of anything to do with like gossiping or any type of scandals, because a lot of it could fall on you. I feel with some of you Pisceans who are not really, because Jupiter's in your fourth house, some of you may not be working. Some of you could be like looking after sick family members or looking after your children. Some of you may be looking for work. I feel that a lot of you can get like one of the best type of careers now. You are also being guided, because your relationship's going to take a backseat. And it's not to say it's about making it disappear. I feel it's more to do with, I think you're coming into your own. Like, I feel that a lot of you are not going to depend on your partner too much now. You're going to be like, because funds, like your lifestyle is going to be changing. You're going to be, remember this year, like 2025, you got this conjunction in Neptune and Saturn that's in your sign. Then it goes into Aries. So a lot of you, your career, your lifestyle is going to be changing. Some of you can get more, you know, you can get more material things more than you ever envisioned. But I feel that some of you who are struggling financially, not necessarily struggling, but struggling, but also like funds are not available. Maybe because Saturn's there, it's like, in a way, enjoy it. For some reason, I'm thinking like you have to enjoy it, because when you do get, what are you going to do with it? You're just going to spend it off. And you got this conjunction to Venus in your sign. Venus rules your eighth, and it also rules your third house. So that's like the mind, like, oh, I wish that for instance, like I wish that I inherited something through a family member, or I wish that I got help through this one and that one, or and it starts to happen. So you get all of this money, and or you get, I don't know, property. You get it all, and what happens? You just spend it. So just really think. I think that a lot of you should think about when you do get what you're gonna get. It could be anything, but when you do get it, think about what you're really going to do with it before when you get it. Because it's a highly psychic time for a lot of you. Highly psychic time. And, the fact that, you got the conjunction to Venus, it's like you're speaking into existence about what you want, what you need in your life, who you need in your life. Um, and also, because like you got like the two money signs that are ruling Venus, again, like I said, a lot of you can come into money through the government, or but it's not going to be through your partner. I feel some of you actually may break from a partner, and it's not just a partner. It could be a business partner. There could be broken contracts as well, not in a dodgy way, but just like you're no longer feeling it. I feel a lot of you are not going to be dependent on anyone. I feel a lot of you are feeling that, you know, you have to sort of like depend on yourself now, not through anyone. And again, you know, I think that if a lot of you do get like financial independence or any type of independence, that's it's going to make you feel a bit more strong to break away from people that you have to be dependent on. You know, you're definitely very much in the spotlight now, Pisces, because the card that you have is a 10 of Cups. It's actually your card. You know, I think it's a Mars and Pisces card. So like wishes come true. You know, whatever it's like I said, whatever you wish for comes true. But you know, again, like if you haven't got what you wish for under this North Node transit, and you get it, what do you do with it? You know, this card is also saying to you, just really be careful what you wish for. Again, who you surround yourself with, because you know, I don't know about you guys, but I feel that whatever you wish for and you get it, it can actually be too much, or it can actually be not what we envisioned. It could actually be quite stressful. It could actually feel like it's too easy, you know. So it's it's a powerful time for a lot of you Pisces, very powerful. So yeah, be careful what you wish for, who you surround yourself with, what you're ingesting. But yeah, another thing I will think, because the Venus also rules your third and eighth houses, that I feel that again, like Capricorns, I think if any of you guys are like looking to like do some type of like creative work, your creative sign, go into like the realms of like writing, blogging, it will really benefit you. Especially because Mars is in your fifth, but also you're having Jupiter coming into your fifth house. So I feel that it's the right time for you guys to get your like work out there. Um, yeah, very powerful time for a lot of you Pisces. Nothing negative too much I can say, but I do definitely, there's changes within your relationship. You're no longer going to be joint at the hip with like your work partner, business partner, any type of partner. Contracts can be changing as well. There's a big sense of like differenceness with a lot of you Pisces. Very powerful time. So guys, that was the North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo for all the signs. January 11th, 2025. It's a very long video because I feel that it just had to be. But guys, feel free to let me know. Feel free to come back to this video. You know, because it's gonna be until 2026. But yeah, let me know how it's going for you. This North Node transit in Pisces and Virgo, and feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Share with your friends. Share with people. And also feel free to write comments down. You know, and again, come back to this video because it's going to be a very powerful time for everyone. So thank you very much, guys, for listening, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.